Hello there everybody, Summer's Lucas here. Welcome back to the railway. Welcome to another review. Today I'm reviewing
the Hornby GWR Railway HST set. I got this second hand off eBay. Hello, I'm JBW456, who'll be joining Summer's Lucas today. So if you're wondering where the box is, I do actually have it. So usually this would be an unboxing and review, but I couldn't bring it. Just in case you are wondering, the box, it basically just gives you the controller, a track flex circuit, and it also actually gives you track pack extension A, which includes a point, bit of track, and a buffer, which is quite nice.
Yes, so as JBW456, he is back with more locomotives to review.
And we do also have one coach to go with this, and another as well, but that will be in a different part of the video.
Yes.
Sort of. It's a bit confusing.
We've got the Hst Coach which actually comes with the set, and then later during it, I'll also mix in with this coach, which I'll sort of be doing a review of it during this video.
Yeah, so that one is a bit more detailed because I did buy it separately, and that one is a first class one, and the one that came with the set is standard class.
Yes. So, let's find out what amazing detail the HST and the coaches have for us for today. Let's find out.
Okay, so here we have the GWR Railway HST power cars up against a white background. So, to start off with what detail we have 43005, which is the power car. So one thing I should mention is that weirdly enough, this train does have working lights, but only the power car actually has working lights. And another thing I should mention is that you may have noticed, probably not, but it's possible. I'll just quickly take this over to here, because I have actually taken off the coupling from the rear power car, because for some reason the coupling just kept on falling off from the rear power car, which was very weird. So I've just decided that it's basically fine anyway without the coupling, so it doesn't really matter. So I've just taken that off the rear power car, which is why it doesn't have it. So getting on with the detail, in terms of cab detail, there is a bit actually. Not sure how much you'll be able to see it by bring it over, but there seems to be a bit. But not a huge amount really. And over on the roof, there's a bit of detail, and then you've got that. And then you've got that little window there. Not completely sure what to call these things. And it's basically the exact same on the rear power car, to be honest. Apart from the other one just doesn't have working lights or coupling. So now I'll get into the GWR Railway HST coach. Okay, so here's the GWR Railway HST coach up against the white background. You'll be pleased to hear this one does actually have couplings on both ends. This actually has very good detail, although you will be interested to see later on that the other coach that I bought separately actually has better detail. I'll do a comparison of them later. So to start off, well, I won't, but spoiler alert, the other one does actually have some stuff here about coach number and stuff. This one doesn't. You've got the handlebar, but no, the thing to open the door, I think that is. There's basically nothing on the roof, but there isn't really in real life. You've got the coach connector there. And there is actually quite good detail inside of it, so you can see a few seats inside of there. So I do just move over the camera, you might be able to see them. Yeah, you can, just about. And yeah, that's about it really. I mean, you've got a bit of detail along the bottom there. Yeah, which is okay. But yeah, I mean, there's not a huge amount, but it is quite good. And then obviously you've got GWR Railway down there, GWR, and you've got coach number down here. I don't really know much about coach numbers, but Sunmill does, I think. I believe he actually collects them, don't you?
Yep, they're on an app I've got on my phone called Train Spotter. If you want to get that, it's on either Play Store or something.
Yeah. Anyway, so now I will show you the detail on the other coach. Actually, I will probably first of all show you the GWR Railway HST running for its first test run on Samuel's track, and then I'll show you the other coach, and we'll do a comparison. So let's get to that now. Okay, so here we have the GWR Railway HST power car ready for its first test run on Samuel's track. So let's get it going at fast speed first. It is quite a smooth runner since it is quite new, even though it is second hand.
That's quick. That's
you can see
good
working lines,
speed.
sort of. Anyway, I'll do a bit of a slow test now. It's making a bit of a weird noise though. It's still just about moving, but it's a bit coggy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh god. Well, it's a train set, so I guess you can. I mean, it's technically, if it's a train set, that's technically railroad. Technically. Which slow speed, slightly, just maybe a tad better.
Now I will quickly just move the camera out so I can show you the working lights, which probably aren't actually looking that good right now. Let me bring it back a bit, and then I'll bring it forward, so you can see that working. Ish. There you go, see it a bit better there. Anyway, so now I will put on the coach and the other power car and see how it does. Okay, so here I have the full Great Western Railway HST set ready to go. So let's get it going fast-ish speeds first.
Ooh. Looking good.
The rear power car just came off again, because the problem is the rear power car only really works without
Going forwards.
no, it only really works with the coupling on the good coach, as I call it. We will continue on like nothing happened. I did actually have to refilm this scene before this because that happened. I can't bother to refilm it. Anyway, we'll try at slow speeds now, and we'll show the rear power car, and that will come along towards the the front power car is what I meant, and now we'll come to the rear power car. And obviously it's still very it's actually doing better now, I think.
It's probably because it's got more weight, and it's sort of more gentle speed.
Yeah, it is doing better actually. Anyway, so I think now I will try it with all of my 2 coaches that we have at the moment. Obviously in real life, Great Western Railway HST now runs with 4 coaches, but I don't have all 4 yet. Maybe one day I will. Anyway, so I'll show you that now. But first of all, I will show you the detail on the coach first. Okay, so here we have the separately bought Great Western Railway HST first class coach up against the white background. So straight away, what you will, probably won't actually notice unless you're really, just observant, I suppose, is that, as I said before, we do have more detail in that this one just came off white background, very freewheeling actually. Is that this one does actually have the coach number, if the camera will focus. So yeah, that straight away just shows it's a bit more detailed than the one that comes in the starter pack, as you would expect. This one is probably meant for the actual expensive Great Western Railway HST that I can afford because I'm very yeah, and apart from that, there's not a huge amount of difference in the detail from what I can tell. Apart from this, I'm not sure what that is actually.
What do we get?
Whether that is, I can't tell. I'm not sure if people watching this can even really see it.
And
there is a bit more detail down here, and a bit more here. And there's also a warning sign there, which the other one doesn't have.
Which bit are you talking about?
That.
The yellow thing on the bottom?
No, the green one.
The green thing? Oh, that, right.
That.
I'll just get the thing up for a moment. I'm just going to look at it.
Take a look. I honestly don't know what that is, to be honest.
To me, it looks like some kind of a cover or something.
So if we do put both next to each other, you can probably take a look at differences between them. Kind of. I mean, it's pretty quite hard to see from that. If I just bring it over, you can see just there is just the smallest bit of difference, but it does actually make quite a big difference between the 2 coaches. So yeah, the ones you buy separately are definitely a lot better. my opinion, if you come around here, you can see all the nice detail we have here, which is actually a lot better than on the other one. We got a load of stuff around there. If I show you on the other one, here it is. Nothing basically. So yeah, a lot better detail on the separately bought one. So now I'll show you the Great Western Railway HST running with all 2 coaches. Okay, so you all know what's coming now. We're going to do it with all 2 power cars. It's worth me noting though that it basically just, the rear power car just is not playable at all with its non-coupling things. We actually figured out it's a NEM coupling, so we have to fit in a NEM coupling, which looks very weird, but it works. So it might be a temporary fix, I'm not sure, but yeah, it'll do fine for now. So let's get this going at fast speeds first. Well, fast-ish speeds, I don't want to go a bit too fast really. That felt like a very sudden stop. It seems to have cut out. And I'm not sure why. There we go. I think something went wrong with the track there, because it was very quickly cut out for some reason. And now we'll try it at slower speeds, but I will bring down the, oh okay, we actually have a bit of a derailment as well. Just fix that. And once you see the rear power car, I'll slow it down. So from what our tests have shown so far, in theory it should do better now. And it seems to be.
Once it's front end, sort of warmed up slightly.
Very good actually.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh, actually, it's a bit jolty now.
It's slightly coggy on the coggy side, but that's alright.
Yeah, that was quite good. And now we will go to the hill test for the coaches and the dummy car. The good old hill test.
So here we have the actual train set coach on down onto the track, ready for the hill test. So here we go. I'll just give it another nudge and see how far it goes. Still going.
Oh wow. Oh, it's speeding up.
It's speeding up, it's speeding up, it's still going, it's still going, it's still going. It's not good, it's not still going, it's stopped. It just stopped in the tunnel, which is probably about halfway, so technically, I'll probably say that's about, the wheels are actually probably about half free.
By the way, this is the coach that came in the train set, not the one I bought separately.
Yeah. Currently that is, but it feels alright, but slightly, it's about half tight, half alright. And now with the actual,
first class coach. By the way, I have left this bit to Samuel because he's the pro at doing the hill test.
Oh yeah. Right, now stay.
It's freewheeling when you don't want it to be freewheeling.
Just stay for once. There we go. Good boy. Right, so let's give this coach a nudge and see how far it goes down the hill. The answer is not very. More a bit of a nudge. Right, on. Here we go. It's on the move. It's on the move. Come on, keep going. Right, it's sort of stopped. Is that sort of actually a little bit before the other coach stopped? But yet again, it's more about half. I'll probably say it still feels very free, but when out on the hill test, not so much. I'll give it a bit of a larger nudge this time. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, that's actually that's all right actually. And then probably the first time I've had a dummy car on here, which I'll put in this direction.
Oh yeah, because I think we forgot to actually do the hill test with the 373, didn't we?
The 373, yeah, we did actually.
But there should actually be another review coming up soon, which we'll do a hill test with, presumably around well. So we'll just take out the NEM coupling, because it doesn't properly work on the track.
Yeah, it's sort of,
it's a bit weird.
The HST couplings are actually very low, unfortunately, which is why I also noticed that it was very weirdly designed. because it's sort of like a bit of a sort of goes across and sort of goes up and then goes across again. Now I know why. Well, already it's not actually moving, so I'm wondering, is it going to actually go down? Oh, here we go. The answer is no.
No, it's not.
No. You failed me once again. Dummy car. No, not very free. Well, I guess it is quite weighty locomotive. I mean, this is dummy car, so I guess it is quite weighty to match the standards of Hornby these days. So that's the hill test done and completed.
Now let's finally get to the fun bit.
Right, the fun bit. The running session. Here we go. So here is the Class 43 HST down onto the track, ready for the running session. So, without further ado, let's get it off.
So we have gone for a bit of a breakfast and railway from the running session, by the way.
Oh, and I've got the round one over here.
We always do round there.
Round again. Well, the points I've just noticed. Anyway, it's fun.
Let's cut
So there goes the Great Western Railway HST in the background. So that means let's get the Great Western Railway King class off and running.
So what we've had to do is we basically completely redone Samuel's track so that the HST will work and won't derail. And hopefully it should mean all my other trains, the Samuel's trains should work better as well in theory.
Here we have the Great Western Railway pannier tank on the inner track. So let's get this off going with a small freight train.
And by the way, we did have to take a Hornby coach off of the
There we go. Clear that speed.
off of the King class because it kept derailing, and the pannier tank's finally going to speed now.
Yeah. Just put the spragging back on.
And everything seems to be, just for the moment, actually running well. It's taken about 20 minutes just to get everything going.
A good view of the Great Western Railway HST going around in the background there. Just the tow brake band just put it out there. Anyway, enjoy this part of this running session. And the Great Western Railway the Great Western Railway King class. You said HST then. Here is the King class. And here comes the HST. Oh, and the King class has bowed the, oh, and also the pannier tank. Bowed the HST. Yeah.
And the King class also.
Here comes Great Western Railway HST. And then the King class. And the pannier tank on the inside track. I think you just make out. Oh, whoops.
And HST 0.
My foot, sorry. About that. There's the King class.
Once it wasn't the track.
It was my foot.
No, it's not.
All three in there. Here comes the HST. Very nice, the two coaches, and then the King class. Around with the 6 coaches. Yeah, 6. Okay, so that's all we've got time for today. So here's a view of all 3 Great Western Railway locomotives. From the oldest being the pannier tank, which is from 1920s, and then the King class from 1930s, and then the HST from the
1970s.
Yeah, Obviously, this is in the sort of a newish Great Western Railway livery, which is they're still running today. So, well, at least that is true, because obviously the other two are extinct locomotives. I mean, there are still planning tanks and Great Western Railway King class. I keep saying HSTs. Don't know why.
There definitely are still HSTs.
Yeah. So there's a good view of together. And we try and just do sort of. There we go. See the front of the planning tank there. Right. So with that, thank you all very much for watching this review of the Great Western Railway HST. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next one for some more reviews. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.